So now it's time to get the menu items. And a couple of things that we want to be aware of is I don't ever leave my food sitting out here because they'll guess the same amount of food that I have in the bowl. So I have the food set back behind me while I do this. And it's also key to lead the witness when you're getting the menu items and the quantities. If you just leave it up to them, they'll stumble, it'll take longer. So there's ways that you can effectively move forward, okay? So, okay, now it's time to cook. I want you guys to tell me how long it would take you to cook for 4 people. Now, obviously, if there's 6 or 8, you're not going to say 4. But how long would it take for you to cook for 4 people this meal? If you're going to peel, chop, boil, and mash potatoes, you're going to fry some chicken. I know you guys probably don't fry, but you pretend you're frying some chicken with the batter and the mess and the thyme. You're going to chop and steam some cabbage, and you don't have this yet, but you're waiting hopefully for it soon. You're going to chop and steam some carrots. You're going to cook some frozen peas and some frozen corn with no medleys, and your microwave is on the blink, so you're not using your microwave. Then you're going to preheat your oven, mix up a cake, and put it in there. Whew, sounds like a lot of work. How long would that take you guys? In hours, not days? About 3 hours? Okay, awesome. So if I were to do it in 30 minutes today, would that be impressive? Now, if I don't do it in 30 minutes, the whole meal is free. Okay. So now we're going to make our food shopping list, and I want you to pretend everybody likes everything. So the first thing on the menu we're making is potatoes. Now potatoes, about a fist-sized baker potato here. How many potatoes would you use? And the good rule of thumb is 1 potato per person, because have you ever noticed how potatoes shrink, right? So 4 potatoes, 1 for the pot. All right, cool. So jot down 5 right there under traditional cooking. Next we have the chicken. So they're chicken thighs. They're about 4 ounces per chicken thigh. Usually it's 2 for the men and 1 for the ladies. Some ladies are like, Melissa, are you kidding me? He can eat 3 and I can eat 2. Okay, so 6 chicken thighs. Awesome. Next we're going to use oil. So there's 2 ways to fry. You can pan fry with a little oil or deep fry with a lot. So would you use a little or a lot? A lot? Okay, so under your 6 chicken thighs, you're going to jot down a lot of oil. Next we have cabbage. So cabbage usually shrinks like spinach. Okay, so cabbage would use a small, a medium, or a large head. A large? Okay, so jot down large under traditional method right there. Next we have carrots. So we've got an average sized little carrot here. How many would you use? 1 per person? 1? Okay, so jot down 4 carrots right there. Then we have peas. So who likes peas the most? Jim? Okay, Jim, how many peas can you eat? 5, 10, 50, 100? I'm just kidding. Would you use a half a cup or a full cup per person? Half a cup? So that's 2 cups total, so jot down 2 cups under peas. Would you guys do about the same amount of corn, or you seem pretty corny? Okay, same amount. Okay, so 2 cups. And then we're going to have 1 box of cake. Okay, and I'm going to make cake from scratch. You guys can see we're going to scratch the top right off the box. Now write down 1 box, and then it calls for how much oil? 1/3 cup. So jot that in there. Okay. So your job as we go along is to tell me how much food we're going to use. And you see where it says potatoes and number 3. So Cameron, what that tells me is I'm going to use the number 3 cone to chop my potatoes up. So this job is so easy. Anybody can do it. I just have you, my customer, tell me what to do. So let's get started cooking.